Hello everyone. Welcome to my Play and Explain for today. We'll be playing some 500 NL on a Wednesday. This hand here, villain opened under the gun. I 3-bet, C-bet the flop, check on the turn, and now I'm facing a small river probe. I think this hand's just going to be a call. Expect a lot of ace highs and some other random floats on the flop. I don't feel great about calling, but the price is too good to just fold, so good luck us. Okay. Yeah, villain floats the flop with queen 10, no backdoor flush, which is a little loose. Over here I open big blind defense, gonna check back on 10-8-6, and over here villain 3-bet free, just gonna call and likely just call down if villain bets. So I opened under the gun, the small blind 3-bet. Queens can be a 4-bet or a call. I just decided to call this time. And over here, we get a pretty good turn card, the king. I'm considering if we want to start turning our hand into a bluff. I think I'm going to set it up for a river 1-bet, so I'm going to check back the turn and then bet the river. Okay, this seems like a reasonable river card to bet. We do have some 9x in our check back range, so I'm going to go like 2/3. And over here calling. So yeah, kind of gonna stick with the plan. You got a good call by the villain with pocket threes. I think the fact that the 4-liner came in made him a little more suspicious than usual. I think that's a card that's probably going to be over bluffed. I've been finding out recently that like whenever there's like a 4-liner or like a 4 flush, people are just over bluffing because, well, yeah, you can't call unless you have a straight or something, right? So yeah, I guess we just got a little unlucky that our river 1-bet spot. We just got a card that like gets flipped up a lot. Okay, gonna defend king 10 suited, small blind versus big blind. We are 200 big blinds deep. I think we can start 4-betting a little more linearly, like some of our suited broadways. But I think I'm just going to stick to a call. I don't really know what our strategy is supposed to be, so I'm going to play a little bit on the cautious side and avoid inflating the pot out of position. And starting off with a check. And over here, going to start off with a 1-2 bet. Okay, so I'm likely betting range on this board, and so basically, like the decisions actually start happening on the turn. I think king high. I think this hand's just going to be a check, and yeah, would just bet all of my backdoor flush draws on my 5x, and here just starting off with a call, and yeah, not going to take another stab, just going to check and hope king high is good here. I think we still beat some of villain's floats, like, I don't know, 8-7, 10-8, check 10 with some backdoors. Yeah. Here, probably going to, okay, so we river to pair. Villain checking on a flush completing turn. I think villain should still have plenty of strong hands when we're this deep. A lot of overpairs, a lot of king X, should be checking, because when we're this deep, you want to be thinking about protection. We could value bet this hand. I think I'm going to check though, because as I just said, I expect 4 flush boards, 4 straight boards to be over bluffed. So I think if villain has air, he's just going to bet big on this river. And if he has king X, or if he has like pocket queens or something, I'm not sure if he would call a river bet. Okay, a pretty easy call here. I wish the villain would have gone a lot bigger, because then I would just like, I think that's just more likely bluff, but yeah, just gonna call here. Yep, and villain had air. Over here we see bet flop. Would have liked an 8 on the turn, but we don't get it. Take this hand, I think we just give up now. And we reverse hand. So I was considering bet check betting. Now that we reverse and showdown, our hand is too strong to bluff. So I'm just gonna check and hope villain checks back. Okay, so villain had a 7 bottom pair on the flop. I've not been playing much on the weekdays, so I don't know what the regular Wednesday games are like, but I'd say 2 out of the 4 games seem pretty good. Maybe 3 out of 4. I think this one is not so great, but I'm sure we'll get by. Facing a 3x open from the hijack, 7s. We could probably start flatting this hand. I like the fact that the big blind is very tight. So, yeah, it's really tempting to call. I'm going to look at some ranges real quick. Yeah, I think 7s. We're going to mix in a call here. Oops, misclicked. Okay, going to start off with a check. Yeah, I expect the villain to be range betting here. I think we just start off with a call. It is tempting to just like check raise and deny villains like ability to realize, and also put us in tough spots on the turn. Yeah, and I think like we're like concentrated to pocket pairs. So I think I'm going to check raise just to like, I know it's dumb, but it's like, let's see where we're at. And yeah, I think a lot of the times we just like win the pot right there, and we don't mind that happening when we have 7s. Over here, I start off with a bet. And likely betting on most turn cards, especially turn cards where we pick up equity. Black and queen, jack and king queen is nice. And over here, going to start off with the check. Yep, and that's one of the better turn cards. In terms of sizing, I think I would have liked like a 1/3 size if it was a rainbow board, but okay, 3x. This is pot plus 50. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go 2/3. And no, I'm gonna go a third. Then go 2/3 on the river. I think this still gets a decent amount of folds. I think it's kind of sizing that our ace-x would want to use. And we're gonna go 75% on the river. I mean, it's like, do we really even need to bluff this hand? Because it's like, not no pair. I think I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I think this is actually really close. I'm not sure if like a 7 or a 5 folds, which is what we're targeting. Okay, so 9s is like somewhere in between. I'm going to defend with middle pair. And going to a 3-bet, ace king. Yeah, I think we just check. I think our hand is up too weak. Facing a code 4 from our tight friend. Don't really hate calling. Don't. Where's code for that? I think we can call, but it's probably preferred to just shove. I mean, the sizing is like so small though that if we shove, we just like don't really get caught by better, I think. This is yucky, but I'm gonna shove. It's only yucky because this guy's so tight. Facing an overbet. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have a club, which is nice. It's pot +2, big blinds. I wish I would have been paying attention to this. Oops. Well, I guess that's the decision. I'm gonna call 6-3 suited. This is my favorite hand, and also the villain is fishy, so we're getting it there. Oops. I think I was gonna call. Oh, it happens. Gonna call with the 3. With 7s versus the low jack, gonna call. And here, this is technically cutoff versus button. Gonna put in the 3-bet. So 10 doesn't really change too much. Technically an overcard, but like most cards are gonna be overcards here. But we're just going to have to call one more against what appears to be like a loose aggressive fish. And I'm gonna check back 7s here. 10-5 deuce. I think I'm just gonna start off with 1/3 c-bet. We could block the turn, or we can check and bluff catch on rivers. I think I like blocking the best. We can get caught by worse. And yeah, we just like don't face the top river spot. I think we block. Oh well. Don't think I'm going to continue with this hand. Expect decent portion of like 10x to be raising. Oh no. Okay, well, feels like this is always a bluff. Maybe not. I don't know. Sizing, but price is terrible. I feel like we're getting milked here, but we only have to be right so little of the time. Yeah. Good old pocket aces. Well, that was an interesting check raise. Jack 10, 3 deuce, double suited. I mean, the good thing is we only invested like $25 in the pot, but yeah, that was like a 6x check raise. What's going on? Hmm. Yeah, this game's not that great. We're 200 big blinds deep versus seat 3, who appears to be a competent reg. So I might leave this game just so we're not like. I don't want to play like a. I don't know, like a protective. I don't want to protect my stack. I want to play more freely, not really like be worried about getting stacked for piles. And start off with day 1 times c-bet. And over here defending. Villain is not a full stack, which is a good sign. Okay, looks like we're getting beat up today. Think villain bets a lot of ace X on the turn. I think I'm just gonna go for thin value and bet the third. Expecting a lot of 9x, 6x, some pocket pairs in villain's range. Okay, and maybe some weak ace X. Damn it. I was hoping when he was taking that he wasn't gonna do that. Yeah, C3 is a fish, so just hoping to play more hands with this guy. Yeah, I think I jinxed myself. I said games look good, and all of a sudden they look pretty bad. I mean, I don't think we can call even though the price is really good. Don't want to be in the middle with a hand that's like most likely dominated. A lot of our draws are dominated, our flush draws are dominated. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that I need to stop playing on weekdays and start playing more on weekends. I mean, there's like maybe one fish, maybe two fish out of 4 tables. That's pretty bad. Ooh. Well, at least this fish is like, I don't even know if he's a fish because he's opening a lot of hands. I'm playing post flop pretty aggressively. I mean, I'm assuming he's like playing too many hands free and is too aggressive post, but 3-handed. It's gonna open up a little bit. Not usually an open, but fishing a big blind. Can try to play hands with him. Jack 8 off is probably bottom defend. Pretty tempting to flat this because of the small blind, and the button appears to be a weaker player and really tight. So I'm gonna deviate and flat. No, we're supposed to call. Do we turn a gotcha? We do turn a gotcha. In terms of sizing, I think a couple of different ways we can go about this. We can just check and bet the river. We can overbet the turn and overbet the river, expecting villains. Flop check to not be protected enough. I think I'm going to check, probably check raise, and if not, stab the river. This seems like an opportune stabbing spot, so I'm going to stab for like 90%. It also cleans up my outs if I do hit a king or a jack. I was going to river one bet, but the ace is like, oh man, oh man. I mean, I guess we can get some worse pairs to fold, right? They're not always going to have ace X, even though it's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, you got it. This is probably like a, probably supposed to use a big size here. I think fives could function well as a bet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. That's a good turn card to bluff on. Okay, well, let's see. We have some like Jack X, like Queen Jack, King Jack, Ace Jack that are good bluff candidates. This seems like a good one as well. Maybe some Ace 5, King 5 suited, Queen 5 suited. Okay, so maybe 5s isn't really the worst hand, the worst draw that we end up here with. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna bet this hand and then check back the river. Okay, this guy limped earlier, but he has pretty reggy stats. Wonderful red, like a pea. All right, tight fold. Looks like our fold would have worked out because Dylan would have flopped nuts. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fish confirmed. What's that? I could three bet this sometimes. I'm going to start off with the call. Okay, going to probably check raise this. Everyone checks back on the pair board. I think I'm just going to go small. Takes. And gonna check. Probably check calling. I don't know if this is a villain type to bluff in this spot. This guy seems to be playing on the tight passive side. Didn't see that on a pair dynamic board. I think it says a lot. It's pretty unfortunate, but we have to call this. Okay, we got off lucky. Very, very lucky. It's kind of what I thought he had. Oh, small blind went. I wish I would have had the opportunity to breathe, but no, we're going to start off a bet. Inside good here. Don't really know what the strategy is for them pots, but I like going big. Just like don't feel like the small size has much full equity. Turn equity? No. I'm gonna call this tiny 3-bet. That's a pretty annoying flop for our hand because we could be drawing dead, but we also like can't really fold. Pretty interesting lead by villain. Like all the hands, basically 7 doesn't really change much because if you already had a straight, you already had a straight. It's really tempting to raise this. Fold. Great spot. And we're spot up here too. Half spot bet. Don't think we get the full top there. Even though we could be drawing dead. At least we have outs to a queen or a 10. 10 might not be queen. Like king isn't even a good card either. I mean, I'm not folding. I'm just complaining. Okay, well, we got the 10. I mean, just don't see a world where we can fold. Unless feeling like jams. Even then, I think it's still pretty suspicious. Over here, defended the big blind versus low jack. I think this is very close to the bottom. Yeah, I think we just start off with a call. Wish we had some backdoor equity, which we also had. I mean, king has good, decent amount of time. And yeah. Okay, so villain had ace king. With, oh my god, he had ace king of hearts. Whew. That's a bad beat. Feels good to be sun running. Okay, gonna start off a small few. It's a fish. I don't know if this guy's actually a fish. We get raised. It's actually kind of tempting to 3-bet this against this specific player type because I expect them to continue to wide. So the issue with 3-betting is it's not familiar with that game tree, and also we 3-bet, we get 4-bet. What do we do? So I think we're just gonna start off with the call. Okay, that's a interesting turn card. Villain could be raising the flop with a bunch of flush draws. Obviously, we have the ace of clubs, so we are not folding. His value is some 8-6, king 8, pocket 6s. He still has plenty of draws like 9-7, 7-5, jack, or 10-9, all the gut shots. So probably calling the turn. And okay, so the 9 changes things a lot because 10-9 now turns a pair or rivers a pair. 9-7 rivers a pair. Like 9-5 maybe. That was getting funky. Oh man, oh man. Why do you gotta overbet? We have like such a good bluff catcher, but 9 just changes everything. I really don't know. I hate calling here, and I also hate folding. Hmm. Yeah, nice hand. Hmm. Yeah, I probably should be getting away from that. I think if the river wasn't a 9, I like calling a lot more. But yeah, the 9 just like reduces a lot of his natural bluffs. Some of his straight draws get there. Yeah, I think that's actually a really bad call. Yeah, that's a bad call. Just got stumped with the ace of clubs. Oh man. Yeah, like 7-5 gets there. 10-7 gets there. Really, his only bluffs are like all the 9x. That's still all the 9x. If he's still turning those into bluffs, but I just don't think most people do that. Yeah, no. Ooh, yeah. Oh, multi-way. Just gonna start off with a check, especially with the villain on the button. That's that feels like they're going to over aggress. So throwing some strong hands. I'm probably just checking range here, honestly. Um, oops, I should have been open. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a fish. I think. Let me see. Seen fishy earlier. Okay, pretty easy call here. Don't know what the pool's tendencies are leading multi-way like this. I think. Gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty annoying if they bet the river. Still have some like queen tens, queen nines, like 9x, 10x. So natural bluffs still exist. It's just, are they bluffing into two people like this? There's still a bunch of like 10-9s. Yeah, I mean, we have a heart. We have top pair. Just call him, pay him off, right? 7 is like a pretty good river card as well. Ooh, we got him. Facing a 3-bet. pretty good size. Kind of tempted to form it, but this hand is pretty bad. I don't know what heads up ranges are. Just gonna fold. Yeah. Let's throw on the format. 110, 110, 115. Yeah, that's like 2.3x or something. Oh no. Okay, so much for that. Oh, please. No. How do they know? 6-4 off. It's probably the bottom of opening ranges. Heads up. Good. Third board. Now it's day 1/3 C bet. And go check back, and then probably raise the river. Okay, now we're calling. Good time. Jesus Christ, what is this guy up to? No. All right, good like us. Yeah, that's good. Pretty torn between both options. Kind of like betting just to like deny equity, but so don't mind checking either. I think I want to check this time. And we're getting destroyed over here. That guy might not be a fish. Heads up, I just open all suited cards. Let's see if we can get him back. Put easy call here. And defending the big blind, heads up. Villain checks pretty quickly. I mean, this guy just might be a pretty passive villain. I'm gonna check this back. To go for thin value or not, I think we do. We can go for third. Over here, defending. So bet and rooting trips is always nice. Gonna put in the 3-bet, ace king, open ace king. Nice, got some thin value. Villain had a4. Okay, we're flopping top there. Gonna start off with a 1/3 C-bet. I think this guy is actually a fish. So probably just gonna 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. What? I mean, that feels like greed, but I actually don't know. Like, I'm just not gonna fold. What does he expect me to fold for this size? Like, what does the sizing accomplish? I have no idea. He's turning a 5 into a bluff. Not sometimes it's just not good to think about what people are doing in this play. Facing a big stab. I mean, Probably fine to fold. It's probably fine to call. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta river trips and they'll start blasting off for no reason. I think I'm gonna set this up for river one bet. I think queen has a pretty good hand to do it with too. Okay, and here comes the river one bet. Nice call. He actually plays pretty well. Like I would have totally expected people to be betting bottom pair and a flush draw. Maybe I got catfished. Oh, what a terrible turn card. Small blind flat. I mean, I could put in a squeeze. You have a pretty bad hand, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna call. And over here, like we're just expected to always be betting this turn card, so I'm just going to bet. Oh, we got a good old knuckle spot. That's gonna call. Hopefully, calling gets this guy to fold. This is an interesting dynamic. I should have just threw that pre to avoid post flop. I think I'm at least going to start off with a call. Do I want to? I think like we're supposed to be checking this hand a lot, but I think I'm just going to bet. I think a jack calls you enough. This is awkward. I would like to raise, but my stack sizes kind of don't allow it. If we were to raise, you'd have to like jam. And this guy can have like straight 7x, even bolts. So I don't really want to like aggress into an uncapped range. So it's PPH time. Wait, is it PPH time? Oh no, PPH is from 7. Okay. Fish. Usually 4x opens are a pretty good sign. Or how you check how long you've been recording. Tempting to flat, especially with the fish in the big, too small. But I think I'm just going to 3-bet. It's probably been close to an hour, right? All right, I'm gonna do one more orbit and then call it a session. Oh snap! I think this is a fold. But I'm going to double check. We're supposed to be calling like 80% of the time. It's gonna make a tight fold. I haven't 3-bet once. Also expecting. Yeah, also the price is pretty bad. And expecting 4-bets to be somewhat under bluffed, even though this is like a pretty good position to be bluffing. Ooh. Yeah, this guy is killing it. Could start off with a big c-bet here. I think I'm gonna do a decent hand to triple off with. Blocking is jack ace 10. Don't really expect them to have ace queen. Okay, looks like games are getting better. We have a limp and a ISO going to 3-bet. I think we could consider calling actually with this specific hand. No, I like simplifying my strategy and just 3-betting here. Gonna 3-bet this guy. Gonna go a little smaller because he's short. And gonna see that 1/3. Maybe I should just jam. This guy is passive. So yeah, I think checking does a lot worse against this third type. And I can always just bet small and check it down. Or bet small and then check call the turn as well. Start off with a small bet here. And calling the top there. And now we are checking. I wonder if we could bluff. Probably not. Probably don't. And c-betting here. I wonder if we want to use big size actually. Might be a good big size spot. So I'm gonna go for it. And gonna continue checking. Yeah, I don't really see much better hands folding. I mean, fish do overfold though, but I think his king is just good enough. Cool. It was good enough. Ace 10. Don't expect the turn. I think I'm gonna go for value. Third, yeah, third. Facing a small check raise, gonna call with my gut shot and top pair. Over here, we actually have a decent hand to bluff with on the turn. Oh god. pretty nicely block 7-8. You're gonna have some jack tens, some queen tens. Why do I feel like I just like, oh, okay, we have like plenty of two pairs. Is king 7 a better call than two pair? Maybe. Oops. Tied up. And here, probably just 1/3, 2/3, 2/3. Check raise small and then rip the river. Like, come on, dude. Interesting spot. I think the 1/3 sizing did, and then I'm gonna go 3x here. Try to play with this guy. All right, we're not getting a pair to fold with the line we took. I think I'm just gonna go like 40%. Oops. Oh, I can check back. And that's how you save money, like timing out every time you want to bet. I was seriously considering overbetting the turn and like going absolute ape shit because we just like, I guess we do have natural bluffs, but like queen 10 getting there on the turn, no, we probably shouldn't be going ape shit with that hand specifically. We have plenty of natural bluffs. This is an interesting spot. Can we turn it over there? I wonder if we're allowed to breathe. I want to do it. I think it's half pot. So I think it's weak. I actually have no idea. But I just think that this looks strong, and I can see the big blind betting too many marginal hands and folding. This is probably like not a thing in theory, but if it works, it works. Oh man. Yeah. Well, recording the Clan Explain saved me money because if I wasn't recording, I would probably be giving that hand my whole attention, and I'd probably find the turn bet and the river bet. Okay, facing any small 3-bet. Pretty easy call. Come on. I think the big blind wants to play as well. So let's urge him on. Okay, pretty good flop. We can work with this. Wonder if we have any fold equity through a raise. Probably do. Probably have more than we'd expect. Kind of like raising and checking back the turn. I might be a little biased because I raised in position last time and it worked, but screw it. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I said last orbit a while ago, didn't I? Okay, I guess after this last hand. Oh yeah, because I thought PPH was a 6. Okay, probably don't need to check raise this hand. We have a lot of lower flush draws to check raise with. I think this might be a nice hand to check call, check raise turn. if we turn a straight draw, which we do. Nice. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to leave this turn. And I am going to check raise the turn if we get the opportunity. Yeah, unless he overbets. I was literally just thinking, I mean, this feels bluff heavy. This usually almost always is bluff heavy. We beat 9-8, which is nice. We don't, yeah, I guess we beat all the other queen X, like queen 7, queen 6, queen 5. So that's nice. I don't want to raise and get jammed on, so I think I'm just going to call. The nice thing about raising is like we get to fold some ace highs, but I think we just call. Hey, could be a good or bad river card. I have a feeling Dylan's bluffs are going to slow down. I also think Dylan doesn't value bet King X, so I'm going to go with a river bet. I wish I had more time to think about sizing. That's what I get for taking too long on the flop turn. Yeah, I mean, we probably don't show up with a lot of natural bluffs when we take that line. But I just don't see like King X going for 10 value. Dylan really doesn't have many Jack X in their range. The only hand we could get value from is like Ace Queen and Queen 9, which we block. Like 9-8 might bluff the river, but we have an 8. So all these reasons, I think leading the river small is good. Okay, after this hand, because and we get the ISO fish, it could get interesting, right? Okay. Flop top there. First a what appears to be a fish, fishy fish, going to take them to value town. Nope, maybe not. This is probably too thin on Feeding Frenzy. I wonder if we can deviate. I'm just going to check the turn. Maybe a pretty easy call on the river, filling bets. And if Dylan checks, we might squeeze in a little more value. And I could totally see the cutoff. Oh man. Oh, they don't with that sizing. It's probably a fold. It's probably a fold. I gotta just keep telling myself it's probably a fold. It's probably a fold. I mean, they do have a ton of bluffs. Oh man, I only have 7 seconds. Yeah, we have. Nice. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting spot. I think if we're checking back our entire range on the turn, yeah, that can be problematic. Because I'm probably a little too greedy on the turn and betting a lot of my 2 pairs. So when we arrive on the river, it's like top pair, decent kicker. That might be one of our best hands. Yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to flick in the call, but I think it's a fold on Feeding Frenzy. All right. Thanks for listening to me, Vlad. We'll catch you on the next one.